Mavis Leonards wears many hats. A leader, a mentor, a founder, a mother, a wife, a sister, a friend, a daughter, and simply put, a girl next door. I'm fourth out of five children. My mom was a teacher and a school principal, and my dad, a businessman. So this is who Mavis Leonards is. My career path started way before secondary school or high school. My grandmom used to own a shop. And so most of the time after school, I would just pass by, sit at her shop. And that is where I developed an interest in commerce and entrepreneurship. I attended Holy Child School, which was my high school. And from there, I pursued my dream of reading a program at the University of Cape Coast on management. Whilst in school, I did a lot of traveling into outside, where some of them were UN conferences to still continue to learn about some of these entrepreneurship and then leadership. And from there, when school was done in the University of Cape Coast, I had the opportunity of traveling outside the country to the United States, where I did a lot of courses and also worked with Fortune 500 companies. I first worked with Sears in the US, Virginia to be precise, as a human resource supervisor. And then I worked with them for over 2 years, moved from there to another Fortune 500 company called the Designer Shoe Warehouse. Over there, it's interesting because I worked my way up from a normal salesperson or a floor associate all the way to a manager. Because for me, just settling down there or below the level was not something that I enjoyed. And so always wanted to achieve the higher height. I worked as from a sales rep to customer service, became a customer service manager, from there as an assistant manager for the entire shop, moved from there into merchandising, and then finally they've moved me to one of our biggest stores that makes over $5 million a year. And so I did that for over 8 years over there. Customers loved me because for me, customer service was always number one. But while I was over there, I continued to do courses, go to school, and I studied a little bit in security. And so, interestingly, one day I read this story in the dailies about a family that has been robbed at gunpoint, and the wife of that person being raped together with the kids, with the daughters. And I thought, that is not right. Like, it shouldn't happen to anybody. And so my partner and I thought about it, and I decided to relocate to Ghana. And when I did relocate it to Ghana, I found myself in Ghana. They call it a mass job, is what I do, into security. And so that has been the journey, not just security, but also capacity building as well. So that has been my journey from entrepreneurship to so I'm an entrepreneur. So capacity building to security and to all other things, and then most especially a philanthropist. So this has been my journey. It's interesting when people ask me this question, as a woman, what are some of the problems you face in this industry? I think I don't see it as a problem. I mostly see things as a challenge and then find solutions to it. Most of the time, when I walk in the room, or for some reason, if they said there's a meeting and then they're looking for the CEO of Global Sky, so everybody knows it's a security company, they're expecting a man to walk in. And so when I walk in, you have her like, okay, are you representing someone? I'm representing myself. And most of the time, men, men with their egos, so they kind of find it very unreal that you will have a woman do what I do. But when they look at the track record of what I have, what I've been able to do, and then also myself making them know that I'm not here to rub it in, but to actually add to what they have, just to embrace their ego to make them feel important. See my track record and then my experiences and expertise, because in the state of California, a certified arms instructor. So people like, oh, you can do all these. And then the works that I have done over the years, then they give you a seat at a bigger table, which is where I always want to sit or want to be. And so I don't see it as a challenge, as a problem, but it's something that I'm always able to overcome it with determination and then my track record and learning towards it. I would say I'm a great supporter of feminism. I believe that as women, we should be able to sit on the same table as men, and especially in the workforce, if I'm doing the same work as a man is doing, then we should get the same pay for the same work. Being able to sit at the boardroom to be able to give this, have my decision, or being able to, for people to embrace my suggestions on the table, for us to think through about how we can help locally, organizational wise, or even for national interest. I believe that men have to see women that our place is not just being in the kitchen, but then we can do more, because even in every home we do more than enough. So a woman can do it all. We make decisions in the womb. I mean, we are a mother, sometimes we are fathers, we are doctors, we are everything, we are all of it. And so I am a strong supporter of feminism, and I believe that we should be given equal platforms to operate as women, because we can always do it. I'm super excited when I see women in leadership. Like I said earlier, women have the can do spirit. We always have that heart to be able to stomach so many things, to be able to give out more than people think that we can do. Women are intelligent. We are very much intelligent. So when I see women in leadership, I'm very excited. And then to me, leadership is not just rubbing it in, but it's also not just the title or the job, but being able to have a heart, or being able to be there for oneself more than yours, and then being able to lead. It's a privilege to be able to lead the people that you lead in at all times. Women in leadership are able to also impart. Like, for instance, what Koryagi said, if you educate a man, you only educate an individual, but if it's a woman, you educate a nation. So women actually does a lot of impartment, empowering oneself to be able to be better. So the women in leadership, I think we, as in Ghana, we don't have much. But I think for the past couple of decades, we have seen more of an improvement in those things, even across the globe. And so women in leadership is something that all should embrace. And we are moving strides. Some time ago, we used to say after Beijing, we can do what men can do. Africa is ready. I think we have to move out from the mindset of we can do it. And I think most of the time it's the fear and timidity that we have. But if we are all determined to be able to know that we have mindset, we just have to change the mindset from cannot do it to be able to can do it. And then also start from home. Because most of the time, if you have kids like a boy and a girl, there are times that they can tell the girl, you can't do this, but the boy can do it. It even happens to all of us that you can have a sibling, maybe a guy, you are the eldest as a woman, and then your mom can tell you, you should get home at 8, but the guy, it doesn't matter what time the person gets home. I think we are ready for this. We just have to start it from home. Being able to tell the girl child that you can do this, being able to train them on the same path. It's not just her place should just be at the kitchen. The men rather should sit in there studying or do whatever they want to do, but the woman is being like suppressed from the onset. And so if we're able to change the mindset of our children right from home, and then I'm sure that in the future we should be able to get wherever that we are all envisaging. But Africa is ready to take it because like the youth that are coming, they are on fire and they have a can-do spirit and their mindsets are changing. Then they can do whatever they put their minds to. So it's with focusedness and determination, we all should be there. If we are given the playing form, the same platform, like I said earlier, we should be able to perform. Most of the ministries that you have women managing it. I'm sure it's far more, much better than where you have the men managing it. And so if you're being able to give it the platform, we will be able to excel. We do it all at home anyways. So it's just a transitioning onto the political platform. And I think over the years, Ghana, I think we have moved forward because from the past parliaments, it was just a handful of women that were in politics. But now, for the past 3 parliaments, I think from the sixth all the way to now, you have a lot of women wanting to go into politics, which is a good thing, and I applaud them for that. My last voice goes to women. I they should be empowered. They should always have at the back of their minds that they can do it, not letting anything distract them. Focus on your inner ability. Always know that you are looking forward to the reward that is ahead. For a lot of falls will come, but a true leader goes through it all, knowing that most of the time for you to get to the top, it always takes tears, and you have to do a lot of risk taking to be able to make it. But determination, focusedness, and never forgetting God. Thank you for having me.